Woo.
Nice.
Nice. Welcome back, folks. Episode 51 of the Hispanic on Paper podcast.
My name is Marcos.
My name is Chris.
Featuring now 4 total guests.
For the first time, we have...
crack tabs.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to try and pop it in? I'll hold it for you.
All right. Crack it into the mic.
Oh.
Nice.
Damn.
And introduce yourself.
I'm Deb.
I'm Randy.
Hell yeah.
It's Grammie.
And this is my Papa and Grammie.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Welcome on, folks. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Welcome.
I know you guys had a lot of red carpet events, and I'm really grateful that you guys made time for us.
This was the only time we could break away from the press.
Yeah,
It's really tough. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you here. Awesome. So you guys flew in this morning. Walk us through your day. How'd you guys get to here today? Where'd you wake up?
Woke up at 3 this morning. We woke up at 2 this morning, and we left the house about 3 o'clock this morning. And the next thing you know, it's at the airport at 4 o'clock.
Whew.
And
was your flight at like 11?
Yeah, right.
Well, we was gonna go down and just spend the night there at the airport. Then we decided, no, that's too much.
Yeah, you're gonna bring the cots and air mattresses.
I knew it was real traveling, and I had to bring like that neck pillow that's like supposed to make you look just normal.
Oh yeah, it gives you giraffe neck though.
What a good money scam that is.
Oh yeah, no kidding. But the flight was smooth.
Oh yeah, flight was perfect.
Where? I'm so sorry. I probably should know this. Where are you guys from?
Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh, Kansas?
Well,
Kansas
actually,
City.
Tonganoxie, Kansas.
Yeah.
That's where-
Tonganoxie?
Tonganoxie.
Tonganoxie. Yeah,
Tonganoxie.
no, yeah.
Tonganoxie.
Yeah, I'll spell it for you because it's isn't it Tonga
Noxie.
Noxie? Tonganoxie.
Population 5,000.
Wow, really?
Tonganoxies.
No.
No.
Soon, not this one. Soon,
my boy here got it.
he's ready. He's teed
He's
up.
right there.
Yeah.
A born and bred podcast host right there.
Yeah.
But I'm genuinely really grateful that you guys are here.
Yeah, you guys have been my grandparents for 21 years. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Did you guys would you guys ever expect to see yourself on something like this?
Oh, no.
Have you ever done anything like this before? Any radio, any sort of
School announcements.
announcements?
Nope. Nope.
Welcome them. It's a good hobby to have. It's kept Marcos and I sane.
Yeah. A lot of like, I guess getting back into the swing of things when the world took kind of a more normal turn.
The second we started like coming out of pandemic.
Yeah, we started podcasting and we just had a blast ever since. It's just been a way to like talk about our day.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it comes down to like in 20 years from now when we're our older selves.
Yep.
We're gonna look back on everything and be like, okay, what was the hardest thing about today? What was the hardest thing about being 20? And then I'm gonna be like, oh shit, that's nothing compared to nowadays.
Absolutely.
Like,
Do you have something you want to remind yourself of in 20 years? Or you folks? Do you guys have something that in 20 years, I'm optimistic. Do you guys want to look back on 20 years from now and say, I'd like to remind myself of blank?
I'd like to remind myself of being here 20 years from now and looking back at this would be totally awesome.
Yeah, man.
And however this show turns out, it's definitely going to be totally awesome.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, this is probably going to get like 8,000 views.
Awesome.
That's kind of cool, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. 8,000. Make it happen.
the big old point.
I love it.
Let me, so you guys flew in, you guys got in about 8 o'clock. Yeah. And then, I met up with you guys probably around like 9 o'clock. We went to breakfast this morning.
Where'd you guys go?
Do you guys remember the name?
Nope.
Something to yoke.
Broken Yoke. Yeah.
Broken Yoke.
We went to Broken Yoke.
It's Broken Yoke.
Broken yoke.
There's no
Yoke.
L.
Yoke.
You don't.
Yoke.
Marcos really hits the L in yoke, and it makes me mad. He says yolk.
Y'all.
Yolk. Yolk-ay. The broken yolk-ay.
So I don't know if I told you this, Chris, but I think one thing that I think kids kind of realize as they're starting to grow up is like when your parents are around other adults, there are a lot of stories that you don't hear. You know what I mean? So my grandparents have taken the time to write down stories I literally for the past
Is that what
few
that
while,
is?
Yeah,
That-
lots of stories.
Aw.
They would explain it. Talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you guys go about writing down a story? What would you guys do? What's your process?
Well, actually, just since we're retired, just memories will pop in my head, make me laugh.
Yeah.
Jot them down.
And you've been retired for like a year now?
5 years.
Are you sure?
Yeah. But this has only been going a few months. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
But it makes me laugh.
Oh yeah, I mean what's the point of having memories, right? That's really cool.
Yeah. The good ones.
Yeah.
All the good stuff
I love that.
that I can remember.
I like that. I really do love that. I have this super cool journal that I've had since like second grade.
Journals
and
are
yeah,
good.
yeah, that's always fun to look back on. In like second grade, when I held my crush's hand, and it meant the world to me.
Yeah.
Journaling's a really good way to
Yeah.
get your mind straight.
Now she's a mom of 2.
Oh,
My second grade crush.
your second grade crush.
Shout out.
Okay. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
on you. I hope they're healthy.
Dodge a bullet there.
And you're
Look at
sure
that.
about that.
I hope. They don't look like me.
We had the Ishmael Luzardo canon. Like what exists of our family is the women have always had kids a little bit younger. Like I think Gogo, you and my mom all
Yeah.
had kids a little younger
Before 18.
before 18. So
Dang.
we need Miranda to clear that hurdle, and I'm not worried.
Yeah.
For the first time in my life, I've never sweated anything more. I've just I've never been like
You
yeah.
learned, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Miranda's on another plane though.
We're convinced that Miranda like used to know you guys in a past life or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
because just the way she acts, her mannerisms are so
Yeah.
like timid and old.
Miranda's
not
six-
old like in
yeah.
a. I don't know how to make that sound good now.
Miranda's 65.
No, Miranda's a 65-year-old woman inside of like a 16-year-old body. She will just always. What did she just say right over there?
She's like, "Oh, do you guys film this?"
You guys, no. She goes. You guys are videotaping.
Yeah,
this?
you guys videotape this?
She uses such funny terminology.
You guys post it on the World Wide Web?
yes.
That is so splendid.
The World Wide Web.
And
www.
it's all true.
Yeah. But so one of my favorite questions to ask at the top of every episode, which is a very important question, Marcos, how was your week?
It was good. I don't know how much you guys know. Let's see about my daily, but I'm a lead technician, so I fix stuff. But I fix like electronics, so it's like phones, laptops, tablets, TVs, all that kind of stuff. Like I'll do soldering, I'll break them apart, and then fix them up. So that was pretty much what my week consisted of.
All
Just-
week?
just working.
Nothing crazy?
No, I mean there really wasn't. I mean we just had our usual volleyball type of vibe.
Volleyball, nothing over the weekend?
Yeah, did we do anything? No,
Nothing.
We did nothing.
We have a very active friend group. That's something that we're very good at. The 5 of us boys.
Have been friends since. I met them in 2017. Like really, 2017 started hanging out with them like early 2018.
And we all met 2015 because we lived here, and then homeboy just like invaded Arizona.
California.
By the way, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't live in Arizona, please leave. Please leave.
unless you're like family.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy a house, so I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, not you guys though. You guys stay.
Okay, thank you.
How long are you guys in town?
1 week.
Oh, damn, that's a pretty long time actually. That's
Yeah.
cool. What do you guys are gonna see the sights? What's the move?
Hang out with the family.
Heck yeah.
You like your family?
Love my
yeah.
family.
She's like
Yeah, they cool.
What?
Well, depends how many cups of coffee have we had, right?
I've been up 3 days
Good lord, why have you been up so many days?
getting ready to come here.
That's true. That's
busy.
true. That'd be funny if you just slept the whole time here. Just slept a week
Just
straight.
might.
Isn't that what vacation's for?
Hell yeah.
Oh, there you
About
go.
the same thing Marcos did, right?
So, how is retired life? Is it fun? Do you welcome it? Do you recommend it, or do you guys wish you were still out there doing the morning grind?
No.
Oh, don't miss working, that's for sure.
I love the retirement life. The only thing I miss is the guys that I always worked with,
Mm-hmm.
and the camaraderie and that stuff, But no, being retired and just being able to get up when I want to, and not having to worry about going to hitting the clock or any of that kind of stuff, So, yeah.
Start saving now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So we
yeah.
we call our listeners, because we are the Hispanic on Paper podcast, we call our listeners pen pals.
Do you guys know the reason why we have that name?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and explain
Let's
it.
see.
No.
No, Chris has a Hispanic parent. You have a Hispanic parent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And white parent.
Yeah.
So
But we're
you
basically
have to
white.
check the box, right? Hispanic.
Have you listened to the podcast? Good Lord.
Yeah.
No, I check other.
Yeah.
You checked out the file.
I just read the transcript in the paper. We should look into that. See
What?
if we could get our
What if we post a newspaper ad
That's what I'm
with our
saying.
podcast?
No. If we
It's
can
really
get
nobody's business.
For people to get on? Yeah.
well, what if we can get the podcast like transcribed and put in a newspaper, and like you could just read what we talked about.
Yeah.
You don't listen to it. You just
We're next
read
to,
it.
we're under the funnies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The comic strips. The newspaper era was like a real thing, right? Like you guys would wake up and like that's how you found stuff out.
Still crave it.
Yeah.
Really? No
Coupons.
kidding. Are you guys crossword puzzle people?
No.
Not really.
What's your brain itch? Do you guys have like little hobbies or like? Because I know my grandpa Bill is a savant for a good crossword puzzle. So I don't know. What's your guys' like?
We ride Harley Davidsons.
Yeah. They're
We're
just,
bikers.
yeah.
Still?
Still.
Yeah.
Fresh. Yeah.
Are you
fresh.
for real?
Fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, what kind of bike you got, man?
2011 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic. So definitely, we do a lot of traveling and
On the motorcycle.
Hell
on the
yeah.
motorcycle. Very few vacations in a car, but mostly on the motorcycle.
Damn, dude, I didn't know that. That's so sick. I ride.
That's
Oh, do
Chris's.
you?
That's Chris's dream. You
Yeah.
just described Chris's like
Yep, for real.
Yeah, you described his retirement dream
It's
too.
a lifestyle.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandpa has a 2001 Harley Fat Boy, and
Nice.
it's been modified like 4 times, so it's barely a Fat Boy, but like it's a dope ass bike. It's honestly, dare I say, dumb, stupid hype. It's like Mondo Mega Trill, you know?
Gotcha.
You guys agree?
Oh, yeah.
Agree
yeah.
with whatever you said.
Certified, patented,
What's the thing?
huh?
I already forget the thing.
Notarized.
No. The yeah.
Yodi gang.
Sorry,
No.
we just Gen Z'd it up too much, but
Chris uses a lot of those words in excess. Like
Yeah.
he'll pack in as many adjectives as he can.
yeah.
into, like,
Well, because I enjoy making people,
one word.
I enjoy making people feel like out of their element.
Yeah.
Like today. So what I do for work is I do pest control.
I was going to say politics.
You know what? Thank you. We've actually had a couple of guys say that I'd be a
You
good
can really
politician.
BS a lot.
I really am good at it. Yeah. That's why Marcos has been my friend so many years. Yeah. I haven't told him the truth in a long time, but you are looking good today.
not since the incident, right?
But yeah, no, I spray for bugs all day.
Wow.
And it's awesome. I live for it. Right now, it's exactly what I need. My last 2 jobs were very corporate and very just a lot.
Restraining. Yeah.
Now I drive to houses and apartment complexes and
No.
all day.
AirPods in, get your music going.
My beats on, bro.
Your beats.
Oh, my over the headphone. I'm like, someone's like, "Excuse me, sir," and I'm like,
Turn around, spray them.
"You colossal dumbass!" I literally have both of my headphones on. Like, don't talk to me right now. I don't actually say that, by the way. That was a joke.
Okay.
But
Only to the bugs.
Only to the bugs. Yeah.
there was a lady today though. I don't know if you guys have any big pet peeves. We can go into that, but one of my biggest pet peeves, I hate getting hung up on. Do not hang up on me.
Right.
Say goodbye.
If we're on the phone because we either need information from one another or we get something out of this socially, right? Mm-hmm. Do not hang up on me. If the call drops, fine.
Yeah.
If the conversation's over, fine. Say bye.
Right.
This lady was such a witch. Tell you what.
Right.
I do declare.
I do declare, and I don't throw that word around lightly, folks. She was a certified bewitch.
Be
And,
in mind.
Just a mean lady. And she was just like, "Yeah, well, you're late, and either we expect some sort of discount or a reschedule." And I was like, "Ma'am, I'm 8 minutes away."
Oh, entitlement.
Yeah.
I hate
She
that.
was like, "Well, our old person would be here before 9:30 in the morning, and it's almost 4." And I'm like, "Yeah, she just blew her knee out.
Yeah.
She's gonna lose her leg. So forgive me for being a little late." Well, that's fine. We'll see you shortly then. Bye. Poop. I had like 5 more things to say to you, lady. I had questions, and then she calls me back a couple minutes later, and she's just like, "Hey, by the way, in the future, you need to be here before 9:30. Okay, thanks, bye. Boop. And I'm like, lady.
She got the last word in twice.
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 So check it out. Guess what? I'm literally doing the service. So I pull up. I got my hat backwards. I got my respirator on, my Darth Vader thing, and then my Beats on over it. And she walks out and she's like, there's a door in the garage that goes straight to the patio. Because like we haven't seen you. I don't know what she looks like. She doesn't know what I look like. Yeah. She looks exactly like what you'd expect, by the way. But, and then there's me. I'm like, I'm 6'5".
6'5". Cap. Eyes.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, former cover boy model.
Without the shoes on.
Yeah.
Bulletproof.
I do wear heels to work, as one does.
6-inch platforms.
Yeah.
Just got them.
But no, and she was just like, there's a door that goes in the garage all the way to the backyard, so you could just use that. And I was like, I know, I saw it. And she was like, yeah, so just do the front yard and then the backyard. And actually on the side of the backyard, there's another little area I'll need you to spray. I was like, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm
aware.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I lied. just to make her feel that little bit of that little
got your back.
Yeah, a little bit where she was just like
pitch poke.
Yeah, you go all the way back.
Maybe your husband beat her up before he went to work.
I mean,
yeah.
You don't know.
She deserved no.
You never know.
That was a joke. I'm not victim blaming.
Based.
If you ever see an older woman that's just having just haggling a cashier, I saw a post and it was like Karens. I don't know if you guys know what a Karen is.
Yeah, we
do.
Karens talk to civilians the way their husbands talk to them. And if you see a Karen in the wild, really think about that. And you're like, huh.
Replace it with just a big angry guy.
Yeah. Wearing a wife beater with a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if that Karen is belittling that cashier because they don't have any more 20s and they're having to start to do 4 5s instead of 20s, and they're like, what kind of organization is this? You're like, oh shit, your husband talks to you that way, huh? And he hates you. You both settled.
Yeah.
I can tell. But not you two though. How long have you two been together?
42 years. Been married 42 years. We probably been together 44.
Yeah.
You guys have been together since you were 10 years old?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's outstanding. That's really, really cool. How did you do that?
We said better or worse. We meant it.
Through sickness and health.
Yeah.
Wow.
Meant it.
Dang.
That's really cool.
That's real.
That's really inspiring. Yeah. And you guys are normal people
And we
too.
hope that for you.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really, really cool though. Actually, that's like, especially nowadays with like divorce rates and especially like.
People give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Would you say it's like, would you say, for lack of a better word, would you say it's love?
Yeah.
He took a pause. She said yes. He went.
It's love, but also my wife is also my very best friend.
I love it.
And she's my best friend. She's my wife. She's the mother of my kids. So
She's your rock.
What more can I ask for?
Wow.
Respect.
That's really, really cool. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
What are you guys going to do for 50 year? You guys going to do like
Probably-
skydiving?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe.
Hell yeah, dude.
We'll see.
We haven't decided yet.
Yeah. That's, I mean, it's, a couple of years away. You got some years
we
to
still got
decide.
some.
You brought up the Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah. Have you been to the Grand Canyon?
Why don't you guys? Why don't you guys Evil Knievel jump over the Grand Canyon on a motorcycle?
Yeah. But it has to be.
And then you guys have
That would be-
parachutes on the back, so if it goes south,
Yep.
you only
We might
trash.
break a hip.
Yeah. I've heard some of those replacement hips are pretty cool though.
Yeah, I don't
Bionic
know.
hips.
The bionic hips. You could probably run faster. That sounds awesome.
You can do the robot like nobody's business.
You try it, Chris. Let us know.
We got 8 years. So by the time that 8 years gets around, we might have those bionic
Hips.
shoes.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That connect to an app.
Yeah,
Be
no
like,
shit.
Hey, I'm sleeping on my side tonight. You mind? Like, boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
there we
hold
go.
on. It's like, wait, say something cool. They're right below us, and you guys are like diving, like, base jumping, and it's like playing Freebird out of your bionic hip.
That'd be so sick. No, your bionic hip.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
See where I get it, bro? Yeah. Heck yeah.
But would you please do us the honor of reading one of your lovely memories?
What's the first on the list? That's not the one that really rings
Whichever one you guys want to go.
Dear.
Whichever one you guys want to go to.
I'll start with this one
And take
because
the
it's
lead.
pretty funny.
Come up a little.
So, a really long time ago, of course, our neighbor was in the military. Sorry, and he was coming home from overseas, and they were going to do a toga party.
A toga party.
Toga party.
The neighborhood was going to meet him at the airport. I went to bed. Randy was going to go. Evidently, he didn't know what a toga was, and he came in to tell me goodbye. And had a big bed sheet on, wrapped around like a big diaper.
You only had it wrapped around your...
Yeah.
You came fully
like a sumo wrestler?
Yeah, you had a sumo diaper.
I said, evidently you didn't see Animal House.
Ain't no way you're leaving the house looking like
Dude, it's a bed sheet G-string.
Honestly, what would have completed that is a second one. If you would have had two, nobody would have batted an eye. If you would
That's
have had the
true.
diaper like sling,
That's way ahead of its time, too.
Yeah.
Like, for real. That's
Yeah.
so funny. I love that. Wow.
It was classic. Randy. That's classic Randy. That's
Yeah.
classic Randy.
Is that how he was
I'm
when you
going
guys
to do
met?
my thing. I'm going to do my thing.
Is that go for
I
it.
heard a story. I want you guys to tell this one. First of all, so let's see. What did you guys do in your guys' careers? What did you guys, when you guys retired, what were your jobs? And have you guys had a favorite job? Walk us through that, and so that us in the future can get a better depiction.
You want to go first here?
Oh,
Go.
sure. Well, I retired clinical psychiatric nurse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good Lord. All right. You mean business. I like it.
Yeah. She can flex a little bit of her academics. What you got?
Yeah. Loved every minute of it.
Nice.
How many years?
25.
Wow.
And me, I retired from the BNSF Railroad. I started out with the Santa Fe Railroad, and 1978, I started with the railroad. And I started out as a laborer for 10 years, and then got a machinist craft.
Wow.
And moved up to that.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You did the thing. Wow.
Yeah. And for 25 years, or no, almost 30 years, because I had 39 years when I retired.
Damn.
So
It's called a pension.
The machinist started,
Some tenure.
pulled locomotive engines and all the big stuff on locomotives and anything to do with a locomotive. That was my thing.
Really?
Yep.
And I loved every minute of it.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
That's what we aspire for. To say at the end of the day, like, I loved it. Like, I did what I wanted.
What kind of, what
Go for your passion. Go for your passion.
What kind of hours were you pulling, bro?
I worked midnight to 8 for 25 to 30 years.
He wouldn't change.
I love that.
Hey, yo.
Yeah,
Midnight to 8 a.m.?
midnight to 8 until the last 5 years, and then I changed it down to 11 to 7.
Oh, that's really...
A lot of his job was really designating trains where to go during peak rush hour, so everybody would be late.
Hey, I heard there's a guy. He's a bad winning away from just offing himself. Like let's divert a train that way.
It's like I left 10 minutes late, but it's like I went 90 down the freeway. I'm good.
So was that you? Were you like direct? Was
No.
it? It was
No,
okay. It wasn't like air traffic control for
No.
trains.
No, I was in the shop just working on changing out locomotives.
Actually, I did that before I was a nurse.
That's pretty sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Almost 5
That's
years.
so cool.
Yeah.
When was
I was
that?
In the 70s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
Was that it was
It was pretty intense. It
Yeah?
was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Was it stressful? Like directing train traffic?
Mile-long trains. We didn't have walkie-talkies, no cell phones. We had lanterns and fusees, and yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, no
that's
kidding.
crazy.
Wild.
Yeah.
how did a business work, function, and operate with no modern technology? Like was it
How do you communicate with
all hand signals.
really?
Yeah, hand signals and that night light.
What about in nursing? Like was there a press for assistance call light like on the nurse ICU bed still type
Well,
of thing?
I was actually a psych nurse.
Oh, okay.
I didn't take care of medically sick people, mentally ill people.
She was at Grippy Sock summer camp. That's what Chris calls it.
I didn't really want to clean up vomit for a living.
That's what my girlfriend currently does, and
Yeah,
she lives
I-
for it.
CNA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But CNAs, dude. God bless you guys.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck?
Doing the Lord's work. Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Man. That's really cool though. Honestly, because we're both good workers, especially when we like the jobs that we work for.
I love my job.
Yeah.
I worked hard and in a year became a lead. So now I got a
Yeah.
bunch of goobers underneath me. I'm trying to learn how to become a lead.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's pretty fun.
So I thought of this question, you guys.
Yes.
What are the top 5 concerns that you think will affect your standard of living that's going on in the world today?
Gas prices.
I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't know. One of them that I thought of was Social Security, like retirement plans. Like,
Oh yeah.
I remember we had a teacher, Mr. Coomer, who would tell us.
Shout out.
He would basically drew it out for us one day in class. He's like, "What do you guys want me to ruin?" He would walk into class. He'd sit back, pull out his little hydro flask, his little water bottle with a straw, and he'd go. So, what do you want to talk about today?
Feet up on the desk.
On the desk,
Yeah,
and he'd be
feet
like,
up.
"What do you guys want me to ruin?" And
Yeah.
so he's like, "How many of you guys want to retire or live that long?" And he's like, I don't think he said something to that, but he's like,
to that effect.
he's like, "Do you
yeah.
guys have a retirement plan?" He's like, "Do any of you like have a retirement plan?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "If not, you guys have plenty of time, but also you don't." It's like,
Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why. So he talked about like programs like Social Security and
Medicare
like
and all
Medicare
that,
or like Medicaid.
Yeah, you never want to have to depend on that anyway.
Those are programs that are like IOU, so they're already empty buckets being drawn out of. So by the time that we're retirement age, we're probably not going to have access to those programs.
Yeah,
That-
that's very true.
And I think because for a long time it was just like a goofy tweet, but I really did stand by it. Where it was like, why the hell do you get a senior discount? You had 80 years to stack your bread. Like, how are you still broke? And then someone told me they're like, well, they're on a fixed income. Like, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. What episode I say that to you?
It was like 14. It was way back in the day, but yeah. That's a good one. So that same day that Mr. Coomer totally ruined retirement for them, he ruined the movie Rudy for our class. I freaking love the movie Rudy.
Yeah.
It's got everything. It's got intrigue. It's got a little bit of romance. It's got just what it means to be a young man who loves the sport of football.
Yeah.
Good American football.
And he's like, yeah, hey, by the way, none of that happened.
He went to Notre Dame.
He literally went to Notre Dame too. So it was just like,
He graduated.
son of a gun. He was like, yeah. He was like, what's your favorite part of the movie? I was like, at the end, when he gets that final sack and everyone's cheers, Rudy. He's like, yeah, that didn't happen. I was gutted. I was bamboozled. I felt so betrayed. But yeah, no. In terms of me, so I'm so sorry. Would you be willing to ask it one more time?
I just said, the top 5 concerns that's going on in the world today that's going to affect your standard of living
My standard
in
of
the
living.
future.
I'm thinking
Ooh,
one.
I got
So I thought of one, which is the retirement.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one that's going to be.
Let's have the same.
augmented.
Let's have the same 5. Let's talk it out.
Yeah.
I have one. Do you guys know what microtransactions are?
No.
So check it out. BMW, their new car that they're releasing, to use seat warmers, the sunroof, and automatic windows.
Something that you pay for
You're gonna have to pay for that monthly.
monthly to use.
Yeah.
you have to pay for the
like-
mechanics.
Okay, I have
Like,
heard
so
that.
because
I didn't know what it's called.
Because the cars are so high tech, they can literally go like, oh, they're behind on their payment,
Shut
and they
off
could
there.
turn off your
Yeah,
sunroof,
yeah.
seat warmer.
Yeah.
I have heard of that now.
That's not gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse. So that's one thing. Where
That's
I'm
not going to ruin your life.
potentially though, where it's like,
But it's a standard of living.
oh no, absolutely. But no. My point being, where does it stop?
I mean, they either have to.
What about my ice maker?
Because a lot of these places, because a lot of these, like saying it starts with that,
Good
like, and
point.
it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
It, it could feed into potentially.
It's a
like,
power thing, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a power
oh,
thing.
absolutely.
It's completely.
Yeah.
And then that raises a great question of like, okay, well, what can you stop that? Where's the statutes that
Yeah.
stop this from being like ridiculous.
I'd love to boycott BMW. That's not happening. They make great cars at a pretty decent rate, you know. Like
if you laugh at a millionaire, man, the joke's on you.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. For real, dude.
Man. No, okay, so that could be another one, microtransaction. Yeah. So like or like subscription based things. It's like instead of just the one time payment, it's like okay, you have to finance everything.
I got a funny one. It's like technically true, but it's a little bit of a zag. You know, in my friend group, I'm the loser for liking football. This younger generation that's coming up just doesn't care about sports the same way.
Is it because they're so overpaid, or
yeah? Well, it's a little bit of everything, but it's like
the elitism.
For the first time, like people actually care about head trauma.
That's part of it
from football players. Like this is the
people
first
started
time.
giving a shit about people.
No, for real, exactly. Where it's like
that's good to hear.
Isn't that good to hear?
Yeah,
but so my generation, I'm sitting at a table full of like just my friends, and I'm like, oh, did you guys see that interception from that game? And they're like, you guys watch that? Right. Did you watch the new anime, Loser? And I'm like,
oh, Lord.
I didn't. So yeah, I'm the weirdo for liking football, and it's like I never would have thought.
That's really interesting, though.
So that's where it's like not.
You picked this. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
didn't
it's not a quality of life thing, but it definitely is like a
Don't worry. He's got a group chat. He's got a group chat on his phone with all of his.
I have a Ravens group chat on Instagram.
He's a Baltimore fan.
Yeah. Are you guys both Chiefs fans?
Oh,
yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah? Sorry to hear that. It's cool though. You look like Andy Reid's little brother though a little bit. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. You don't know what Andy Reid looks like?
I know Andy Reid looks the walrus looking guy, but not the brother.
Yeah.
I don't know the brother.
No. I'm saying he looks like he would be Andy Reid's little brother.
Oh, I was actually looking up Andy Reid, little brother. It's just because the beard.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
No, and I'm getting to a point. Chris is telling me, or not Chris, but my coworker. He's like, all right. Once November's over, he's like, just shave it all off and start over. Because you finally given it time to like grow in a tiny bit. He's like, now it'll grow in a little more even, and now as new hairs come in, it'll be a little more even.
How long you been growing out your beard? That's a beard and a half.
That is a beard and a half.
Since I was old enough to grow a beard.
Wow. So freaking 16 then?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Probably. Yeah.
Damn.
Do you guys have like a vice?
I cut it off one time, and Corey was probably how old?
Your mom, 3.
Corey is Marcos' mom.
Yes.
Yeah. I cut it off. She was about 3. And when she looked at me, she started screaming and wouldn't have anything to do with me. And I said, "Okay, that's it."
And you know what's so funny, Papa, is that there are compilations, there are whole videos compiled into like 30-minute cuts of dads doing that. Dads shaving their beards and their kids crying. Have you seen those videos?
No.
Oh my God, there's a whole subgenre on YouTube about that. I will have to show you guys that later.
Or another good one is twins passing babies back and forth, and the baby's like. They keep wanting. They're like, well, who the hell is my dad? But yeah, do you guys have a vice? I recently got big into cigars. Did you guys because in the 80s it was like so big to smoke cigarettes, right? Did you guys
still smoke?
Did you guys? Oh, you guys still smoke?
She does.
That you don't smoke cigars or anything like that?
We might smoke a cigar, when we're on the bike.
Oh, that sounds
on the bike.
Yeah,
he just got an idea.
That sounds
get him his keys.
Awesome.
Get him his keys.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it'd be funny though because I'd be riding like a badass Harley and they're like, "Oh, what kind of cigar you got?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's lemon. It's lemon, lemon vanilla, yeah,
vanilla
for a little zest.
Yeah, just something to spruce up the day."
She likes the big cigars that what are they called? I forget the name of them.
Macanudos or.
But anyway, she likes the big
Dominicos.
Well, I like to go listen to some good blues and smoke a cigar.
That sounds like the life. So the reason why I asked that question is because I think that's a good smoking is bad for you. There's no questions about it. But is there something like some things in life where you're just like, cool? I kind of need this.
I don't care.
I don't really care. And you guys being 44, 45, I was just like in my head, I was like, is it?
But I do chew. I like chew too.
But is it good to have those things at your age? No. At your age, like I genuinely am asking. Like I think there's a certain point where you're just like, I don't really give a shit. Like it's.
No, it's
I'll quit if I want to.
Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
See, hell yeah. Yeah, and I like the reason why I prompted that question because I wanted to get it. I wanted from your headspace. I kind of wanted to get a glance into the point of view of like when I hit a certain age, I'm not going to give a shit about the quality of my lungs. I'm 71 or whatever. Like I think I did it.
There's somebody who's about like 5 times as old as you guys. He was like 110. There was actually 110 year. He was a World War II veteran, and he's like, what do you do? And he's like, I wake up every morning. He's like, I have a cigar. He's like, I have a glass of whiskey. He's like, nobody can tell me anything.
Yeah,
he was literally just like, he was such a humble guy though.
Yeah.
And he had crazy stories. And
Cubans start smoking at 13 cigars.
That's crazy.
At 13,
That's
they start
bad.
smoking cigars. Well, no, but it's like you're not really inhaling, like, but whatever. But like,
you're still
at age 13. But dude, those guys live to 95.
Yeah.
Like routinely.
Yeah, it's because their bad stuff is cigars. Our bad stuff is food, drinking water, economy,
America.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want more. I want some more.
I want more. Yeah, I want more. I want more.
Wait, hold on. Shit. Okay. Let's.
I think
3 to 5.
I think we did it.
What do you think? Do you want all 5?
No, we're good.
Yeah.
no, we're good.
Can we get some
How
more? Can we get some more ink?
Come on, give him some more stories.
Speaking of ink,
Keep talking.
Would you get? Oh, that's a. There you go.
yeah. Speaking of ink, you guys have tattoos, right?
Yeah.
You have pretty badass tattoos. There's one tattoo that you have that's fucking killer. Is he has a wizard standing on top of a rock shooting lightning from his hands.
I picked it out.
Did you
picked it out?
Wait, you
Yeah.
picked it out?
Was it a flash sheet?
Yeah.
Wow.
What? It was a
Dude,
flash sheet?
That means other people have that tattoo.
Yeah, potentially.
That's super
It's
sick.
awesome.
That's really cool, dude. Imagine bumping into someone with that.
I got a left
Oh,
arm.
what is it?
Caduceus.
What is that?
Caduceus. Is that
The medical symbol.
My heart just Caduce deuce. Is that like the snakes or like
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
It's really cool.
Where is it on?
Right here on my shoulder.
That's badass.
That's
I like
awesome.
that. That's really cool.
I got a left arm and a lack of wizards on it. You know? that'd be kind of sick.
That's a beta male right there. You don't got any wizards on your body? Like no.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah. You should think about it. You should try it sometime. Fucking loser.
Yeah. If you don't have a wizard on your body or a yin yang on your forehead, you're not a real man.
So I'm a loser. Why don't you kill me?
That was a joke, by the way. Don't get a yin yang tattoo on your forehead. It's very hard to get jobs.
Go ahead.
Have you guys ever seen that movie Baby Driver?
No.
It's a super like throwaway joke, but at one point, they're bank robbers, and he has a hat tattooed on his neck, like right here, and he's like, so you like hats? Well, he's like, well, it used to say hate. And he's like, so you covered up the E? He's like, yeah. He's like, but now it says hat. And he's like, well, who doesn't like hats? It's little like occasionally there's some throwaway line in a movie, and I'm just kind of like,
Don't regret it.
yeah, no regrets. Yeah.
No regrets. Yeah, the Milky
Very
Way
nice.
commercial.
Very
Good
nice.
pull. Yeah,
No
good
regrets.
one.
Very nice. Are you guys avid movie or TV watchers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys' shows or movies or what arena?
Oh hell.
We'll watch
pretty
almost
much.
anything.
Yeah, pretty much anything.
We like action movies, suspense, fun.
I remember the last time you guys were out, you guys were watching Peaky Blinders. Did you guys catch
Yeah.
up on all those
Oh,
seasons?
that was
That was good.
awesome. That was awesome.
love Peaky Blinders.
Show was
Peaky
really cool.
Blinders was good. No.
We just finished Yellowstone.
Oh, Yellowstone's awesome.
What is that?
Yellowstone's
Dude,
good.
Yellowstone. Yeah.
What is that?
It's a Kevin Costner film
Oh, you haven't seen it?
about Montana ranching.
What? No. What's Yellowstone? Is it a show or a movie?
It's a
It's
series.
a show. It's
Oh,
a
wow.
series. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's streaming.
What's it about?
It's worth it. Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about fourth generational ranchers in Montana.
It's not a comedy.
No.
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 It's intense.
It's
That shit
pretty
gets
dark.
it gets crazy.
That's cool.
So
it's pretty dark.
It's like them talking with like there's like talks with like Indian reservations over like everybody's trying to fight for Yellowstone, like the land that they're on.
Yeah.
Because it's just a gold, like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just super good land, and so like or it's just good location, all
Yeah,
that. And
the soil,
tons,
yeah.
tons of it.
It's gonna be the new yuppie place.
Yeah, it was gonna be like the new casino or like the new, like whatever it could be.
The airport, casino.
Yeah, the airport and casino. Those are all like arcs in the show.
And a lot of people that play on the show are real cowboys.
Yeah, and the show is just awesome.
The real deal.
It's just cool.
That sounds awesome.
It is awesome.
It's like the coolest Western TV that we have, like modern.
Forever that I've seen.
That's
And then we
super
watched
sick.
that one about the key. That was really good.
The Lock and Key.
And we've been watching Magicians.
Magicians.
I've heard good things about Magicians. I've never seen it, but I've heard good things.
I want to ask
Good and
Miranda.
bad.
We need to ask Miranda if she's watched. I'm gonna text her.
Hell yeah.
Ask her if she's watched it.
Magicians.
That's really cool.
No, we talked about it earlier.
Oh, you did? So she
'Cause
has
I
seen
really
it?
don't want her to watch it.
Oh, you don't want her to watch it?
The magic's really, really cool, but there's some ugly stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Ugly stuff.
Just like,
It's
not
over
for a malleable mind.
No,
I
not
see.
at all.
Okay. I can
Not
go
in
by
my
that.
mind, anyway.
I respect that. Yeah.
Speaking of when our minds
That's my
we're a little
granddaughter.
bit more malleable. Let's take a trip down memory lane. What's another one you guys got in there
Nice.
from the vault?
Holy shit. That was a great
know.
segue. Did you hear the segue? I was enthralled. He was like, speaking of, brains, take me back. Oh, yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah. Is there another juicy memory you got for us?
Well, one my daughter wants me to tell.
yes.
Oh, dear. Let me take a breath there. You know what that was, but okay. So it's kind of dark starting out. It's kind of weird telling it. So he had some medical problems and trying to.
You start laughing.
No way.
Yeah.
Hey, that's about me.
So anyway,
Just like me for
I
real.
got him a neurology appointment, and we thought really good idea. Let's smoke one on the way, and
Hell yeah.
we got
What a
really
great idea.
toasted, and
What a great idea.
we're sitting in the neurology department,
Baked, absolutely.
the brain department.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on one chair. The doctor's in the middle, and he's on the medical thing. And she's asking new questions, and I'm high, really, really high. And I'm nodding my head. Yeah.
It's the peanuts.
like really.
Yeah.
But he's kind of hard of hearing, and he's really high. And so I'm trying to help him out, right? And the doc asks him, and she had a little accent, has problems with dialect. And she goes, "What do you do for a living?" And he thought for a minute, really serious. And he looks at this poor young Asian neurologist. He goes, "Mostly marijuana." And I lost it. She looked at me for,
He's like, low key? That loud.
and I was crying. I had to leave the room and compose myself and come back.
She's just like, hey, yo, are y'all blitz right
Now we know why he has medical problems.
That's so funny.
It was the,
But she said, "Take these pills and you'll be fine."
in my defense,
Let's hear it. Yeah.
it was the dialect.
It's okay.
You didn't mumble.
Did I stutter?
They're hard accents to understand.
Yeah.
I hear you. We had a French waiter a couple weeks ago, and he kept like, you like a cake? Or it was like vanilla? I was like,
And you said I'd like some marijuana.
chocolate or vanilla? Yeah, just weed, dude.
Yeah. No, weed's fine.
Just weed.
Decaf.
Yeah. So
Medicinal.
this is a cheesecake factory. So no weed.
Dude,
They're gonna
the
start
point of us inviting you to dinner,
going to where someone
Works there,
works and
yeah.
just demanding shit. That's really funny though. That's
It was good. That was good.
when was that?
Oh, God.
Mid 80s.
Oh, okay. So we. Oh, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're old.
So weed was.
Long time ago.
So weed wasn't like okay yet then.
Oh,
We're like
no.
Cheech and Chong.
Hell,
people.
hell.
Cheech and Chong
I
era.
like that. I like that.
didn't you get compared a lot? Like mom always said that Papa looked like what is it, Chong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when I met him, he had super jet black hair.
Yeah, dude, younger photos of Papa when he has like the color in his like beard and everything. It's jet black. It looks awesome.
Yeah, his grandma was full-blooded Blackfoot Indian.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but his beard was so long he could pull it over his eyes.
And my beard was like down here.
Like
and
ZZ Top.
and I could pull it up over my eyebrows at one time, and then when I started working at the railroad, I cut it down a little shorter and a little shorter. And
So it wouldn't get caught in nothing.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
In
real thing.
machinery. Yeah, it's a OSHA.
Yeah, it's like at lumber yards. Like if you're wearing gloves, you'll get chewed out because like if you run
Get caught in something.
Yep.
Right.
You only run saws barehanded. You guys,
What do you think about those saws that can stop at a hot dog? Have you seen
you
those?
seen those?
No, I have never seen that.
There are
yet.
these saw blades, like the same one that like
Diamond tip saw blades from
that granddad like Jim would use like in his shop. They have those to where you're pushing like the plank of wood or whatever, and they'll do demonstrations with a hot dog. And
uncooked hot dog.
Uncooked hot dog. It'll detect, like the blade will detect as it's spinning full go. It'll just stop. It'll sink into the table, and then the hot dog, they pull it up, and it's only got like a nick, like it's only got like a small little cut,
Wow.
instead of your whole finger just getting
annihilated.
Yeah,
I've
and I'll
never
show you
seen
guys the
that.
demos. Yeah, it
Yeah.
stops. It catches the blade, and it like breaks
Yeah.
a few of the spines.
Yeah,
because it like just full stops it.
That's how good the sensors are.
Wow, that's
Crazy
awesome.
stuff.
I know that's one of the other things too. So talk about quality of life, like changing, like safety is through the roof. You know, in 1939, where they were like building all those crazy skyscrapers, and like I think it was in San Francisco, maybe, but like there was a guy who like he's like, I require there to be nets. I require everyone to wear a hard hat and steel toe boots, and everyone was like, oh, get a load of this freaking loser.
Yeah.
They built like 13 skyscrapers and saved like 139 lives because people fell, got hit in the head. Stupid shit.
And then they had to wear the lanyards, the cables that hook to your vest.
Oh, okay.
The lanyards.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. So
Weldon, what do you guys think about union work? Is that good or bad? Because isn't that railroad?
that's it. You're railroading. Yeah.
Do you think it's good?
I think it's great.
Yeah, good.
Definitely. And yeah, we had a lot of safety rules that changed over and over quite a few times, and there was a lot of good, a lot of bad, but 90% of it was always good. At first, it's like anything you're changing, and you're like, really?
I've been doing this for
no,
22
yeah.
years. So it make me change it.
Now I
Yeah.
got to wear a harness to get on top of the locomotive.
Yeah.
You know, and it used to be you just climb up on the locomotive and that was it.
Yeah.
And then they come up with these new safety rules, and then you got to have the lanyard, and they'd have to have a crane deal that you'd hook to the harness, and you'd be up on top. And it always seemed like, to me, it was always like more as a pain in the ass because I'm going to trip over my cable.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
'Cause
just
one day
something
you're
once
gonna
you
fall.
get, and once you get used to it, then it was okay, you know. But
Yeah.
it's like anything, you know, you're just changing it.
Just that
No,
general
that's a really
reluctance.
good point because I'd have to stand on top of the train with a fusee, which is a big match, and back in a mile long
torch?
train.
Like a flare?
Yeah.
yeah,
a flare.
That's badass.
No.
She's like Jurassic Park every day. She's
Yeah.
like,
That's how she's late in joints. She's like,
lights a joint with a flare.
It actually worked. It was just really hard.
that's alpha.
That's awesome.
Bro, that's so sick.
And also for the railroad that she worked for, she became
Missouri
the first
Pacific.
female to get pregnant.
I was the first pregnant female switchman.
And they didn't have
Ever? In like
Yeah.
Missouri?
Yes.
Did I do
Wow.
Hell
yeah.
you get just as much credit for that, bro.
Hey, I'm here.
We were married.
Yeah, it's okay. It wasn't out of wedlock. They did good. Hell yeah, that's super funny though. But that's really cool. We had an English teacher in high school, and she worked at the very first drive-through McDonald's in Arizona
Yeah.
because you weren't allowed, because of the POW camp. You couldn't go into a McDonald's if you had your military uniform on, so they had to make a drive-through, and she worked at that one.
Wow.
Damn.
Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
really cool. I would have never known that.
Yeah. So little things
We've
like
come
that.
through a lot.
Yeah.
Hearing about the jobs that Gogo had are some crazy things. She talked about how she used to solder crystals to TVs, and like she used to do that, and then she did what was it?
Weird.
Chocolate factory? Or yeah, she worked at a chocolate factory.
Russell Stovers?
Russell Stovers?
Wow.
Did you ever see that documentary?
No.
It's called Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
She would fit that bill really good.
She's super realistic.
Yeah, she looked like she'd be one of the workers in there. All right, let's see. What next? What next?
I don't know.
Oh, I got one that I hope you guys could retell is there was an injury on wedding day.
Really, it wasn't an injury.
Skateboarding? Was it
That was 3 days before the
3 days
wedding.
before? Oh, okay. Yeah, walk us through that. Because that's a good story.
So we're just hanging out with some friends.
Getting high.
Yeah, getting high. And, I had a son before.
Isn't that what you did?
No, not me.
no.
Anyway, so he's gonna show my son how to ride a skateboard 3 days before the wedding. And he falls off on his face, breaks his teeth, skins his nose, and life went on. Yeah.
3 days before the wedding.
Did you have a busted nose on your wedding day?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Bro.
And I had dentures, and my dentures, they broke in half. So, of course, luckily my mom had worked for a dentist company at the time. And
She got him glued back together.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Bro.
But I married him anyway, and
Would you say that worked out?
yeah. So we're dating, and I was working on the railroad, and down in the bottoms, it's really dark, hard to find. Christmas time, and he had went to a Christmas party, and was supposed to pick me up. Sorry, I'm really tired, and
Ditto.
so he comes in, and he's like, "Come on." And I'm like, "Okay." And I get out into the parking lot, and I go, "Where's the truck?" He points at the cab, and he goes, "Get in." I went, "Okay." So I get in the cab. He gets in. I'm going to get the story. He passes out. It's 2 o'clock in the
taxi?
morning. Yes. I had no money. He's conked out. So the the cab driver told me the story that he had ran a curb, busted his tires, got his truck towed. Cab driver felt sorry for him, picked him up, brought him to me. I had him take him to a little hangout that we hung out back then to bum money to get home. The next morning he woke up, he goes, "Where's my truck?" And I'm like, that's the $1 million question. Right?
Let's go.
That's petrifying.
yeah.
He goes, yeah, she did the John Travolta.
Yeah, he literally lived, dude.
Where's the truck?
He lived, dude. Where's my car?
Yeah. Dude, where's my car?
That's really cool though. But yeah, it's so fascinating just because like
But
you
there's-
get. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was just going to say, good people like that cab driver.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Being kind.
Yeah.
Be kind. Don't be mean.
How do you guys
kind.
live so long? What's the secret?
Don't do drugs.
Laugh.
Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. And if you do drugs, laugh.
Laugh a lot. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that we really
Follow your passion.
Yeah.
And that was a question for me to you guys too. What brings you joy? You know? What brings you joy?
nice.
What brings me joy? Hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we have. That I don't because
Sharing is
you'll likely meet them one day. But us 5 boys, we've been through everything together.
Can be
And-
vulnerable
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We get mad
Not
at each other.
superficial.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very good group of guys, and
Cool.
that's one thing that I feel for like a lot of other young men that don't have that because shit,
I
I'd be a worse off person if I didn't have my boys. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
like that answer. I agree with it.
Papa, what are your thoughts on this? A wise man on Twitter once said, boys will meet 3 friends at the age of 12 and decide, yep, that's it.
Yep.
They'll pick 3 friends from when they're young, and then that's all they have for the rest of their life.
Did you have a squadron? Your young.
You had a squad?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
I had some very close friends, and my very close friends that I grew up with, they were either killed or they moved away. But yeah, so
No, you grow and you move on, and if you're lucky to keep a good friend a lifetime, that's awesome.
We were joking the other day. We were talking about like we talk about our funerals, like just as like a it's gonna happen.
There's nothing like history though. You know, to have history. With somebody.
Exactly.
There's
Like
really
knowing that the karma runs deep. Like that. That's how I feel about the group. Is like our
and
karma.
You have those inside jokes. Nobody else knows.
Oh man.
Oh, of course. Inside jokes are critical. Yeah. That's one of our favorite ones is we basically our best bud Aiden pissed off a food runner, and he sent food back, and the kid was just like, "Okay."
That was his reaction.
He literally just said, "Okay," and then 180'd and walked away, and that was 6 months ago. And
and you still laugh.
We still say "Okay" every time.
Anytime we're posed, anytime we're in that exact same situation, but just like with each other, like with just the boys. Okay.
But it's little things like that, and that's one thing where we've had plenty of older guests on the podcast, and we always try to pick their brains on like what is the secret, what's the key, how
do you guys derive happiness from your life, and like how can we impart how can we take that imparted wisdom?
How can our pen pals absorb this information?
The commonalities, we love the blues, we love motorcycles, we love laughing, we like good people,
I like twains.
Kind people,
like twains,
honest people,
where we big hills,
retirement,
hell yeah,
retirement,
having some goals, but living in the moment.
Yeah, I love that.
And don't take things for granted. Life's too short for that.
Be grateful.
Be very
mindful.
grateful. Yeah, be mindful.
So you might be asking yourself at home, folks.
Keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
Good. That's a good one too. Yeah. And I think one more that you guys left out is like just love in general. Because is it hard? It do be. It do be hard.
It's better or worse.
Scooby.
There's going to be good times.
Doobie doo.
And hard times.
It do be hard. Also doobies.
But hang in there. Because you do never know what's going to happen next. Right?
Oh man.
Hell yeah. I mean, are we good to like start winding down type of thing? I think we're pushing. We're pushing an hour.
Do you guys have some more? Yeah, we're pretty much getting close to an hour. I mean, we might do. I mean, there might just be another one, just us, like one day, just for like more like just off air stuff.
Yeah.
Because that way I'll keep that one and I'll vault that segment and all that.
But
what's it called? Did you guys have any more stories that you wanted to impart on us or the podcast?
Gosh, sorry, Marcos. We've been up for 3 days.
Yeah, no,
I get it.
That's why
I get it.
We're 100% trying to give you the out right now, which is like, hey, I had a fucking
I have
blast.
one on Marcos.
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah, man. He was 2 years old, right? So his mom called me, and she goes, "Mom, I'm in the closet." And I'm like, "What?" "I'm in the closet, Mom."
And it wasn't okay yet.
I'm like, and Marcos is 2. I go, "Where are the kids? Where are the boys?" "They're in the kitchen." Marcos poured a whole bottle of pancake syrup on his head.
Syrup?
Pancake syrup.
See, in my defense, being 2 years old, ready? Colton went. No, I can imagine he was like, "Here comes the airplane." Yeah, and he was like, and I was like.
So one of my favorite little stories is my mom and dad split when I was 2 years old. Yeah. I was 2 years old when they split, so they didn't have much time with me like as a baby or in life to being together.
Yeah.
And one night they were having like a really bad fight, and then they just heard a shit ton of clanging from the kitchen, and they were arguing, and then they're both like, "Wait, what is that? Wait, where's little Chris?" And then they walked out. And I could only crawl at the time, and I opened up all of the cupboards that I could reach, and I took everything out. So there were pots and pans scattered around the entire kitchen, and they got a home video of it, and I'm just like
Right, nobody's watching me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
So,
fool,
and there were just pots and pans everywhere.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, I know this is weird. I know you guys are exhausted, but I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for doing this.
Yeah,
thanks for having me.
I never I don't know why, but I just never saw any of this stuff happening. So it's really cool that I can record this and keep this.
And
you know what I
I'm
mean?
grateful that we get to share this.
Yeah.
I think this is
pretty cool.
This is so fun.
It'll be a digital footprint, so when it's posted on YouTube, it's there
Yeah.
forever. My great grandkids.
Yeah.
When I'm like made of mostly chrome at that point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just like perfect rock 6-pack abs.
Yeah.
you
You're
know?
getting preserved in like a tub of Jello.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm in. I'm just in a
like,
big old.
like Lennon.
Yeah.
What color Jello would you be preserved in?
Orange.
A cool orange.
Cool orange.
Like a blue.
What about you guys?
Blue.
Red Jello.
Nice.
Damn, dude, that's hard.
Yeah.
So genuinely, last time, I think we're good to wrap up.
Yeah.
Anything you guys like to say goodbye to our followers or bye to
Bye.
us?
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening and keep the faith and man, thank you, Marcos. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like we get feedback. Like we have people reach out to us and say like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I loved
And
this."
family is important.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to telling you guys what people got from this, and I guarantee you it'll be way more than you guys think.
Yeah,
So,
be willing to forgive.
that's a good one. I love that. But folks, this has been episode 51 of the Hispanic on Paper podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram at Hispanic on Paper podcast.
My name is Marcos.
Oh wait, you were supposed to do the rate us and like.
Oh yeah. Rate us 5 stars.
Yep. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to fight, because again, we're podcast hosts.
We
fight.
do fight. We
Yeah.
fight. We're pretty good at it too, actually.
We'll get in there.
Yeah. So this has been episode 51.
My name is Marcos.
My name is Chris.
I'm Randy.
I'm Deb. I'm Deb Grammie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Catch you later.
Take care.